Join me on an unforgettable 3-day fishing adventure in the beautiful waters of Port O'Connor, Texas. We'll hook into some amazing trout and redfish, share the thrill of every catch, and dive into my best wade fishing tips and bait secrets. Whether you're here for the fishing, the tips, or just to enjoy the stunning scenery, you're in for a treat. Let's hit the water and make some memories.
So we're working along this bank here, seeing some seagulls, go down, hit some bait, seeing a few baits popping up. Just hooked a small dink red. Starting to get in some fish. See that seagull working the bait right there? Just fluttered and kept going. Oh, saw another mullet jump. Oh, I'm seeing some mullet jump down here. So whenever you see bait jumping, it's a good sign that could be running from something. Oh, look, I just got fish on. Yeah, right on, right on, right on. Oh yeah, fish on, fish on. Oh, he got off. Didn't hold on quite enough. That fish a little heavier than the first one. There's another mullet jumping. Look at that beautiful sunrise. There's the boat anchored up. Tugboat pushing a barge. What a beautiful morning, man. What a beautiful place to be. Ooh, look at that mullet jump. Ooh, we got some shell on our feet. That's one advantage of wade fishing, is that you can feel what the bottom is. So if you get into an area that's different than what you were just wading in and you start catching fish, so if I just stepped on some shell there and start catching a bunch of fish, that's the kind of water I want to be in. Things are starting to pop out here. Seeing more seagulls working. I'm starting to see a lot more bait jumping. Seagull down there fluttering right above some bait, about to pound on it. Woo! That mullet about jumped in my waders. I just saw a double mullet jump out here. It means some fish are chasing bait over here. You see mullet jumping like that, that's a good place to cast into. A lot of times those mullet are running from something. Oh, those mullet jumping there. Oh, there goes a flock of ducks. There's a fish. Oh, got off. Little's trout. Felt just a little tip. There's one. Stuck that one. Little trout. Quick release. So, if you have not gotten a bite on your lure in a little bit, put a little bit more Pro Cure on it. Get that scent in the water. Like grass. Oh, actually, I just caught the littlest fish in the world. Woo, look at that one. That fish is almost smaller than the lure. There, I just saw some wakes back in here. Yeah, that's a fish. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I lost another one? Wow. Holding on, but not hooking them. Alright. So I'm going to switch back to my old faithful. This is a Z-Man root beer chartreuse tail. These baits float, and I'm throwing a 1/32 ounce jig head there, so you can literally let this fall to the bottom, and this tail will literally stand up and dance in the water, and they'll come down and hit it. But see how stretchy that is? That Z-Man elastic bait doesn't break, so the pinfish and the little trout don't bite the tails off. And then to make it super deadly, put some Procure mullet scent on it, and this will catch you fish. Alright, let's see if we can catch one on this first cast. Still see some water over there. So you can literally paddle tail swim these, or you can jig them up and down. Somebody's shoulder gets a little tired during the day. It's easier just to slow roll them, grind away. That tail comes flying through the water. Not as heavy as that other jig I was throwing, so it doesn't cast as far. Wind's laid down a little bit this morning. There's a fish. Pretty good redfish there. Come here, buddy. So one of the tricks is when you're wading out here, you don't want to reel it up any higher because you want to keep that pole straight up in the air. If I were to reel it up, I wouldn't be able to swim him into the net here. There we go. All right. That one should go 20. So if you grab them behind the gills, right there, I got the line tangled up and stuff on it. You grab them on the gills there. The other thing too is if you hold them upside down, it'll paralyze them. They won't flop around on you. So when you're trying to measure them here on your scale, he's over 22, so he's gonna go into bucket. Now that one I was just slow rolling, paddle tail. All right. So after you catch fish, good to put a little more Procure on it. Changed up my luck a little bit there. After having two big ones on and getting off and then breaking one off, switched up the lure and back to my old faithful, and sure enough, put one on the box, put one in the box. Black and redfish, here we come. Got some nervous water up there. There's one. Little trout, little trout. That little guy. Ain't he pretty? Caught me a criminal fish. It's called a Blackdrum. Don't catch many of these on soft plastics. The Blackdrum.
Please subscribe to see more fishing videos from Captain Kevin.
Ooh, it's a pretty sunrise. Sun peeking through the clouds. Fish on. This one's a little bit better fish. Alright, there's one for the box. Just hooked a big fish. Really weird. Stingray. Damn it. Catch a frickin' hardhead, now I frickin' catch a stingray.
Don't try this at home, it may end your fishing trip. Better off to cut the line and let the stingray go.
Good morning, everyone. So as you can see, I don't have any sunscreen on. I wear these full face buffs, full gloves, full long sleeve shirt. Got my waders on. Fish on. Small redfish. Hey, buddy. Look at the camera and say cheese. So, we're all carrying these radios, which I now have in a little plastic bag, which I have a little heat shrink device there that I seal them up after I charge them every day. And then this allows us to communicate amongst each other how we're doing, and as the captain I'll tell everybody, all right, we're gonna head back to the boat, or I'm gonna come by and pick you up. But having these radios for safety and communicating with your team is a real good idea out here. And then put them in these bags, keep them waterproof. They are waterproof radios from Motorola, but they do get rusty if you get them wet. Some of the guys will wade in over the top of their waders and soak them. You got to dry them out pretty good.
Shark cruising around up there. Guys, it's coming closer.
Fish on. It's fighting funny. Not fighting like a redfish. Alright. So you want to get your net out in front of you. You don't want to reel your line up too much. You know, leave enough slack out there so you can hold your rod straight up and swim them into the net. You just slide them in the basket. Fish on. There's a heavy fish. Man, this is a big one. Woo! That was fun. Dang, he's gonna go again. He's not quite ready. In the water there. Look at that beautiful redfish. Got multiple spots on him too. Alright, he's getting tired out. Yeah, baby. That's a big stud there. Look at that, he's got 3 spots on that side. Dang, I don't know if my net's gonna be big enough to hold all these fish. Alright, trick is get him in the bucket so you don't lose him. Open that up. Dang. Look at that guy. Whew. I'm gonna stick his head in the basket before I go to pop the hook out, in case he splashes and tries to escape on me. Usually when you got them upside down like this, I've got my hand there behind his gills, kind of paralyzes them so they can't move. So Alright, I got my limit trout and I got 2 big redfish. Let's see if we get one more redfish here in the next 20 minutes or so. Awesome day, awesome day. So to take some of the redness out of your redfish's meat, it's a good idea to bleed them. So right behind this front fin here, if you take your finger and you just punch it in, hold the camera, behind this front fin, and then if you just punch it in and push it around in there a little bit, that will start it bleeding. And you can either bleed it in the water or in the cooler, and that will help your meat be a lot whiter.